Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is Tuesdays with TJ, episode number 15, the NFL podcast. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton, with the one and only PJ, Miss Phillips Jr., and, of course, the man of the hour, Mr. TJ Tracy. What's up, TJ?
What up, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic Thanksgiving week and getting ready to eat a lot of food and not move for a very long time.
That's right, man. Hey, it is Thursday. So happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. Let me know if you're in the chat right now. What are you thankful for? I should have asked that on the Q&A. But hey, what are you thankful for? Obviously that's an obvious question for most folks. But hey, some folks have different strokes with their thankfulness, man. So, one, I'm thankful to be alive and thankful to be doing well and thankful to be having family and of course serving my God above, and I'm thankful for all that, man. So just little stuff like that. What about you, TJ? What are you thankful for, brother?
I'm very thankful for the Chiefs wide receivers for getting their hands. And yeah, that's what I'm very thankful for right now. Just them forgetting how to catch a ball, especially MBS. So yeah.
Let's go. Yes, yes. Boy, hands made of bricks yesterday on Monday Night Football. We'll get to that in just a
Indeed.
moment, you guys. If you don't mind, hit that like button. We don't have a goal, but smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Check out UST Nation. We do live commentary and play-by-play reaction of all major United States sports, you guys. So come show some love. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are brand new to the channel. And of course, share the stream for myself and TJ. We will very much let that share to all social media platforms, you guys, because this is the hottest NFL podcast. We're gonna break it down, you guys. Myself from USA, my guy from UK. It don't get no better than that, right? So let's get it, y'all.
Yeah,
Uh,
indeed.
we got some folks in the chat already. We got Card Craze. Says, I'm here, but I'll be out for a bit. I need to prep supper. Hey, it's all good, Card Craze. Yes, ma'am. Do what you got to do, love. Thank you for just showing love.
Indeed.
We got Generic Ballman also in the building showing love. So you guys are awesome, man. And Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is in the building showing love. So once I see the comments back on the screen, I'll let you guys know what the comments are. But yeah, keep the chat rocking and rolling. And mind you guys, any major questions, we will answer at the end of the stream. Any major questions. So stay tuned right here. And if you got a question, answer it in the stream. And we have our question of the day for you guys in the chat is, what do you want to see from your team in week 12? How do you want your team to do? Any changes that you want to see in week 12? Let us know in the chat. What do you want to see from your NFL team in week 12? And of course, you know, let's get it in. We're rocking and rolling. So we are
Let's do this.
we're a great stream, and we love the good. We have the good, the bad, the downright ugly, but we always go with the good first. And of course, TJ is really gonna love this good because it involves his Philadelphia Eagles. Um, Great game we had, y'all. Monday Night Football,
It was
and
so
it
good.
was deemed as the game of the let's say the game of the year. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had an absolute blast calling this game. This was the kind of game that I like personally. Personally, I know some folks like the 45 to 42 games. Some weird folks like a 3-0 game, right? And then there's me. I like it like right in between 21-17, just enough offense, just enough defense to really, get me going. Generic Bob says, hope all are well. What up, Carlos? TJ and PJ. What is up, Generic Ball Man? PD said, what's good, GBM? How you doing, Car Craze? And Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, you guys? But yeah, Monday Night Football, we had the best of the NFC taking on the best of the AFC, and it lived up to the hype. If you're one fan base, you're excited. If you're another fan base, you're like, where did our hands freaking go? Um, so let's get it, man. The Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Kansas City Chiefs by a score of 21-17. Eagles shut out the
Let's
Chiefs in the
go.
second half. Matter of fact, Chiefs went there with a 17-7 lead at halftime and didn't score another point in the second half. TJ, I know you're excited, man, right now. What did we
I am.
find out about both teams after this Monday Night Football matchup.
That um, we have no idea how the Eagles won that game. That's just like that's it. I was flipping back and forth at multiple Eagles content creators, and after the game, most of them were just silent, staring at the screens, going, "How did we win that? It's like we played terribly. Like they should be like outscoring us thing, and then we won. It's just what we learned is Eagles are resilient. We it doesn't matter if it was an interception. We're down by 10 at half. We're playing terribly. The O line's still asleep. We don't blink, and we will stick around and keep trying no matter what. And what we learned on the Kansas City chart side is, for some reason, their second half has been cursed. I think they're the worst team in the second half statistically, and I don't know why, but like I said, like the wide receivers forgot to catch, including Travis Kelsey. Travis Kelsey
Yes.
had a fumble and a bad drop, which is incredibly rare for him. No Taylor Swift makes sense. He wasn't there to impress someone.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it's hey, there's one good thing Sean Desai, our DC, is known for is he is fantastic at halftime adjustments.
Yes.
We struggle in the first half, and then second half we adjust, and yeah, they might still score, but it's not going to be a lot. Like, and somehow we managed to. The Chiefs didn't score at all, which is amazing. But even with that, our defense didn't look amazing. Like they almost made that 4th and 21 at the end of the game. Just Watson dropped it again.
Yeah.
But hey, I have to give it to the Eagles. They stuck around. They fought hard. It was a gritty game. It was a defensive game, and they found a way to win. So who knows? They're 9-1. It doesn't feel like we should be 9-1. It feels like we should at least have lost about 3 games already. But you are what your records say you are, and apparently we're the best team in the
Yeah.
NFL. Which
Yes.
is
Yes.
not
Hey,
true.
resilience. You're right about that. You echo the words I want to say as well. Resilient. It doesn't matter what's going on in the game. It doesn't matter the down, the distance, the time frame. It doesn't matter how the optics are seen it right now. They know that we're going to be in every single game we play our style of ball. Right. And these two teams, let's be real,
Yeah.
they sort of mirror each other when it comes down to execution when it comes because it felt
Mhm.
like if this team in the beginning, this team went up 3 and out, they went 3 and out. They scored a
Oh,
touchdown. They
definitely. Yeah.
scored a touchdown. They throw interception. You throw interception. It felt like they were each other. But in that line, like even down 17-7, and how they had that change late in that first half to where the
Mhm.
Chiefs got a 10-point lead. Eagles won. Resilient. They've been there, done that. They didn't win it all last year, but they had the mindset of we are champions. Same thing with the Chiefs, right? But I
Yeah.
learned today the Eagles are going to be a tough out for anybody, and we kind of knew that already, but this confirmed it. Like this Eagles team ain't going nowhere, and I don't care about the hard gauntlet schedule coming their way. Uh, they felt like they were the better team, even when the chips were down. They blanketed the Chiefs. Now the Chiefs
Mhm.
did a lot of dumb stuff on their own end. I'm gonna get to in a second, but still, regardless though, Eagles took advantage of it and they won this game in a hostile territory in Kansas City. This wasn't a neutral site Super Bowl
Mhm.
game. This was in Kansas City, where it's predominantly KC fans. It was a lot of red. I barely saw. I saw a few greens, not a lot, but maybe a
No
sprinkle
lot.
here and there. But it was all Chiefs Kingdom, and the Eagles found a way to win that game. Resilient, resilient, resilient. As far as the Chiefs, what I learned is what I learned last year, but they still won the championship. Their lack of a number one receiver.
Mhm.
I always said, I said it last year. It might come back and haunt them. It did not. They won it all because everyone thought, well, Juju's number one. No, Juju was not a number one receiver. Juju just played a role like everybody else. He just another regular decent receiver with a great quarterback in Pat Mahomes. This year, uh, when the Watson kid gets like 10 targets, something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
That and no disrespect to Watson, but he shouldn't be getting 10 plus targets a game. I'm sorry. There has to be another playmaker out there. You got Miko Hardman back in from the Jets. That's not working out so far. Tony can't catch once again. Uh, so the whole thing is if Kelsey is having off day, Travis Kelsey, excuse me. We had two Kelce's in the game. But
Yeah, we did.
If Travis Kelsey's having an off day, which he's had now the last 3 or 4 weeks, kind of off days for him, who's going to be the guy to step up? And so far, because name the receiver, he had a drop. The rookie
Very
Rice
much.
drop. Watson, couple drops. We had Tony drop. Kelsey drops. I mean, they were all dropping these footballs, and it was like, all right, someone's got to squeeze that in. Who's going to be that guy? And so far for KC, no one has been that guy because Pat Mahomes had all day to throw the ball. He does what Pat Mahomes does. He's running around,
Yeah.
topsy turvy, circus, throws it, and usually someone is there. Oh yeah, Marcus Valdez Scantling drop, right, the biggest one today.
Drop in his
In his
hands.
hands. That was, I wouldn't say it was ball game, but you're looking at worst case scenario overtime was the worst case
Hmm.
scenario for Kansas City in that point, but he dropped it. So who's that guy to step up if Kelsey's having an off night, which is rare? But let's be honest, 2 of the last 3 nights now, he's had some bad plays, and the Chiefs kind of hurt themselves. I mean, you get not one but two turnovers in the red zone. You're not going to win a lot of games doing
Hmm.
that against a good Eagles team. So we both agree resilience for Philadelphia, man. That was awesome, man. But I enjoyed it calling it. It's one of those kind of games where it's like we got it all. We got good offense, we had good defense, and some good special teams as well. Both returners on both sides made some big
Yeah.
plays.
Covey
Uh,
and Tony.
yes, they made some huge plays in that game. So we got a little bit of all. So I was spoiled for that game. One of the better games that I enjoyed calling last night, man. But Eagles go to 9-1. Chiefs
Let's
dropped to
go.
I believe 8-2 now, right? Something like that. Are they 8-2?
Yeah, they've.
No, I
I
mean,
think they are eight
I
and
meant,
two,
are they 7-3?
seven,
Is
7-3. Yeah, because
7-3?
the
Yeah,
Ravens are now the number one seed in
yeah.
the AFC.
So
But going back to the wide receiver problems, it's crazy we had Tyreek Hill and Pat Mahomes on the same team. It's also mental that they only won one ring together.
right,
Like you'd expect them to win more, especially with how dynamic they are. Another thing Casey must be panicking is Travis Kelsey before the game was talking about retirement. He openly admit like it's on his mind and quite a lot because of all the surgeries he's had. His body is in quite a lot of pain regularly. So if Kelsey goes, that's it. They've got no one.
yeah, yeah.
And like you said, he has been off the last 4 weeks, and it's shown. Like they have no one to maximize that team. So they need to either sign someone big or get a good wide receiver in the draft. But even that's risky. Like
But
look at the
they did that with Sky Moore last year. He's not that
yeah,
guy.
I think
He's not that
no.
guy. I said it in the stream. I was like, yeah, he's been a very big disappointment because they thought they were getting a Tyreek Hill esque. He has the speed,
Mm,
but hands not there. The mind just not there. So still a lot of development to go. And we saw Carl Chris. There's no Airbnb to call play to do the calling. But I mean, let's be honest. It was 50-50 with Bieniemy and Andy Reid were both doing play callings. So I mean, that guys got to catch the ball. Got to catch the
yeah,
ball. I mean, if they catch the ball, if they catch at least 4 of those passes, the Chiefs win
they
this
win.
game. But hey, that's the name of the game. That's why we play the game, right? Shout out to the Eagles, man. They're the best team in the NFL, in my opinion, at 9-1,
Ooh.
and they got it all, man. They don't no panic in them at all, and I respect that. There's no panic in the Eagles at all.
No,
Um,
not at all.
we're gonna stick with another really good NFC team, you guys. Our next topic of the day: Brock Purdy at the San Francisco 49ers. They beat the Buccaneers. That's fine. But the bigger thing was Brock Purdy with a perfect passer rating. That is 158.3, ladies and gentlemen, as they beat the Buccaneers. Is Brock Purdy considered a top 5 quarterback from that performance we saw yesterday or Sunday?
See, people were talking about him being top 10 from last year. They were like he only played 7 games last year, and he was already in talks to being rookie of the year and already top 10. And I think his performance, quite possibly, because well, the thing is, everything has been a bit mediocre or injury prone this year, hasn't it? It's big stars going down with injury, and even Brock Purdy missed a couple games with concussion. But it is weird. He's through 21 to 25, so it wasn't as if he didn't throw a lot of passes. 333 yards, and they weren't just dump offs either. Like he had that big touchdown to Ayuk as well, which was a beautiful pass. And man, Brock Purdy is, they really lucked out finding him. Like,
They
because they
do.
were,
Mr. Relevant, yeah.
yeah, Mr. Irrelevant. If they didn't draft him, they would still be dealing with Trey Lance. And I can't believe that. Honestly, they're Mr. Irrelevant now, as they call him, don't they? But obviously, he's got a great cast around him with Caffrey, obviously Samuel, and all that kind of stuff. And we've seen him struggle without that massive supporting cast. But it seems like he works brilliantly in the system, and the system works brilliantly with him. So maybe in that system, he is a top 5 QB. But
Yeah.
that system proved Jimmy G was also really good. So
Right, right. So I'm going on. No, he's not a top 5 quarterback right now. Maybe top 10, but like you said,
yeah,
it's the system. We've seen Kyle Shanahan. I mean, you name him, man. C.J. Beathard, Nick Mullins, obviously Jimmy Garoppolo. Those guys have had their moments, like shining moments, in this system with Kyle Shanahan. Uh, you know, but I tell you what, though. Brock Purdy does the best job at it. One, Garoppolo was a turnover machine, but Brock Purdy doesn't do that for some reason. He just doesn't throw interceptions. But now, here's why I'm saying he's not a top 5 guy, because we just seen recently where he's missing Debo Samuels. No,
true.
McCaffrey had the oblique injury, wasn't really himself. We seen those guys be gone, especially with Debo being gone, and they were getting crushed.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
who did he elevate? Right? Okay, there's no Debo. Well, did he elevate Juwan Jennings? No. There's no Debo. Did he elevate? I don't know, the another whoever the other receivers are. They don't have many receivers over there. It's Ayuk and Jennings pretty much, and Samuel. But like no one else really got elevated. Right? Even Ayuk, who was healthy the whole time, he didn't have anything explosive. So, but he is playing this Kyle Shanahan system to a T. He's the best one I've seen so far.
Oh, he's perfect.
And we're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo went to 2 Super Bowls. Or no, it was a 2 or 1. One Super Bowl, right? Did Jimmy
One,
go to 1?
just one.
Just one, yeah.
Yeah,
He went to 1 Super Bowl,
yeah.
right? But a few NFC Championship
He went
games.
to one, lost to the Chiefs.
Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. He always beat the Packers.
yeah, so for real. But we seen Garoppolo, we seen Nick Mullins, we seen C.J. Beathard, we seen these guys get playing time at the QB1 position for Kyle Shanahan, and they look good. But I think Purdy's playing it the best so far because he just doesn't make any when all his guys are there. He doesn't make any huge mistakes. No one's perfect. Let's be honest. This is a perfect passer rater, but he still
Of
missed
course.
4. He still missed 4 passes. But I'm saying, like, he plays this system to perfection or near perfection. It is a heavy run system, heavy play action. But when that run game's going well, and McCaffrey's that guy, let's not discredit McCaffrey. He's the best running back in the NFL or top 2, him and Derrick Henry. So we have that. Kittle, top 2 tight end. Debo Samuel. Ayuk might be the best 1-2 combination, top 2, besides maybe Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. I can't think about nobody else right now. But still, it was T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, but they're injured now. So, but but still, he has the weapons there. If those weapons weren't there, how would Brock Purdy look like? But that's a very unfair question because any quarterback needs star players to look good. Hello, Troy
Yeah.
Aikman has horrible numbers for a quarterback. Terry Bradshaw, and these are 2 Hall of Famers, horrible numbers as a quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
but they won because they had stars around them, and that's why they're Hall of Famers. You know? So yeah, Brock Purdy, not top 5, but still playing excellent. I like where he's going, and this Niners team back on track now. Has 2 wins in a row. I feel like they're the second best team. And I've always called the Eagles the best team in the NFC, and right now like the Niners are coming back down to their second best because it was the Niners at first. At first, the way they were playing, but now they've come down back to earth and it's back again the Eagles as the best team in the NFC. We got some folks in the chat right now. We got the beautiful Christian Rougeau says, "Hope everyone's having a blessed Tuesday night. Hello to the best UST nation. Yes, ma'am. How you doing, Christian?
What up?
Peter said, "What's up, Christian?" Got Daniel McKeon says, "Hi, what's up, Daniel?" We got Ben Saban says, "Hey, what's up, boys? I'm so happy that my Packers beat the Chargers now on to the really tough opponent on Thanksgiving. Those Detroit Lions." You're right about that. We'll break that
Mhm.
down in just a few later on in the show. We got Samuel Wilkes says, "Hello, Uneducated Sports Talk. What's up, Samuel? Good to see you." Peter said, "What's up, S Dub? What is up, you guys?" And he said, "Thank y'all for showing love." We got Ben Mott said, "What up, Low?" Said TJ, "How's everybody doing tonight?" Yo, we're doing well, Ben. How about you? Ben Mott is in the building, and Ben Saban. So let's get it. Peter said, "What's up, you guys? Thank y'all for showing love." Said 3 words for me, Ben. Last night loss. Man. Dark Striker's in the building showing love. What's up, Dark Striker? You guys smash that like button, man. Uh, so if you guys want to go back, man, we talked about the Eagles and their win over the Chiefs, which I thought was a very great game. And of course, we broke down
Yeah.
Brock Purdy and his perfect pass rating against the Buccaneers. And is he a top 5 quarterback? If you guys want to hear that, man, just rewind it back. And we'll talk about that. Let's go on to the bad now, y'all. We got the good out the way.
Whoa.
Let's get to the bad, man. Breaking news for the day, you guys. If you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you are jumping for joy as offensive coordinator Matt Canada officially fired. Not resigned. They said fired. And he
Yeah.
is gone as the OC for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers lost a heartbreaking game to the Browns on Sunday, 13-10. It was ugly. Uh, and then Matt Canada fired after that. And let's be honest, rightfully so, because this offense is look atrocious. And it has not gotten any better all season. At least for like New Orleans, the Saints, we've had some improvement. We scored 30 something points in one time. So I mean, the Steelers, they have been outgained now, you guys, in every game they have played so far this year, and we're talking what 11 games now, or the 10 games for them. I forgot already. I forgot their record. I think they're 6-4 probably, uh, or 6-5.
Possibly
But they've been outgained in every single
6 and
game.
4.
So all
Six
10
and 4. Yeah.
games they have been outgained, which is mind-boggling to tell you that they're 6-4 above 500, 2 games above. So it shows you the coach staff, Mike Tomlin. He's got that team on his post, but man, that sucks, man. For Canada, not really sucks for him, but he's gone. Your thoughts
He's
on
good.
Matt Canada, and can the Steelers get their offense going without Matt Canada, and what do they have to do, in your opinion, for them to get their offense back on track?
Well, it was generally it was Mike Canada holding back. Like when Kenny Pickett actually audibled out of what Mike Canada asked him to do, he threw a game-winning touchdown, and you saw that reaction of Mike Canada. Like he had just won a game, still faced. Like he was annoyed that Pickett didn't go with his play, and you can't have that. And they were calling for his job at the end of last season, and every Steelers fan was confused why they brought him back. And it took them 10 weeks with this terrible offense to get rid of him? Like, what? Honestly, who knows? And it they'll be a lot better without Canada, and I wouldn't be surprised if their offense immediately improves
Yeah.
because his play calling was awful. Oh, I've got a player doing very well. Let me hand it to Najee Harris, who's only getting 2 yards to carry.
Right,
Like,
right. I
it's
was
just like
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's just frustrating, and it is very frustrating when you've got a team with a great defense who clearly has potential because they're getting outgained, but they're still winning, getting handcuffed by a bad play caller.
Yo, you took the words out of my mouth, man. I was like, dude, you've got Warren going crazy in this game, but you still want to put Najee Harris in there just because you want to make him feel better. I don't look. Do you want to win or not? Because Warren is obviously your best threat on offense, and
Yeah,
you take him out the game, you put in Najee Harris, kind of change. How about put both guys in at the same time? And, if you want to do that, but had the threat of Warren on the field. So I'm with you on that. I think the Steelers offense should get better because you're right though. I heard Matt Canada is kind of let's be honest, a dick. I heard he was one of those kind of guys,
yeah.
right? Tough
My
to
way or the
yeah,
highway.
yeah, yeah. And I don't like that at all, right? Uh, I do like Mike Tomlin, as Ben Mott said earlier. Thomas said, Tomlin went out there and said, "This is my decision only." I like that.
Yeah,
He said, "This is my decision only. I called it. I wanted him gone." He was fired, not resigned, not one of those little,
fired.
we're going our separate ways, differences. No, they're like fired. I was like, whoa, all right. Um, so let's find out, man, about what this team does. I do like the Steelers team. We saw Kenny Pickett last year. Even this year in like crunch time, especially last year. This year's been kind of off, but we saw him as a rookie. Fourth quarter comebacks, man. He did his thing. So hopefully,
Yeah,
when you change OCs, it should. Or if you change head coaches, OCs, DCs, it should spark something, and something good. And I'm hoping that comes for the Steelers because they need it all because they're in the thick of the playoff race. The Bengals,
yeah,
we'll talk about them in just a moment. They're 5-5 and lost their guy, right? They should not be a
yeah,
threat anymore to the AFC North, maybe. So you have your competition is a Brown squad that's down to their second or third string quarterback as well. The Ravens are going to win the division most likely, right?
I think so. Yeah,
But you like playoff wise, we can get there. So the season's not done. All we gotta do is get our offense back on track. So hopefully we find out what the Steelers team really is made of because Matt Canada is no longer there. Breaking news, you guys: Matt Canada fired by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sheesh. All right,
yeah.
let's
They
continue to.
celebrate today.
Yeah, they celebrate today. Yes, they do. I got Ron Duffney in the building. Says hi. What's up, Ron Duffney?
Hi,
Peter said,
Ron.
Peter said, "What's up, RD? What's up, Ron? Hope all is well, man. You guys are awesome, man. Continue to come in there, hit that like button, show some love, y'all. Let's get it. Um, let's talk about now the Commanders. And
Ooh,
boy, I rewatched our podcast last week. Not really rewatched it, but I looked over some things, and my last words about Giants and Commanders, I was like, "Yo, the Commanders suck at home." And I said they, no, I was like, you can't lose to the Giants at home. I know you suck at home,
yeah,
but you can't lose to New York Giants at home. What did they do, TJ? The
they lost
Commanders
the
lose
Giants.
to the Giants at home by a score of 31-19. Oh my God! I mean, if you're a Commanders fan, you're like, this is the game that we just could not lose. We could not blow it. You win this game, you're 5-6, right? Now you're 4-7. Are the Commanders' season officially over, TJ?
Technically not. If they win every game, they get 10-7, and they've got a chance. But they're against the Cowboys at home on Thanksgiving. Well, technically tomorrow for me, so that ain't gonna be a win. But it was bad, and they lost that game after sacking. I'll keep saying Danny DeVito. It's not Danny DeVito, even though I'd
Tommy,
love to.
Tommy
Tommy
DeVito.
DeVito. Tommy DeVito. I'd love to see Danny DeVito try and
Oh
play
my
quarterback.
goodness,
That would
I
be
would
so
I would
funny.
not love that. Talking about the ambulance on speed dial.
Very funny. But yeah, they sacked him 9 times, and they lost by and they lost 31. Well, what? How? They had the most possessions. Okay, they did also turn the ball over 6 times.
I about to say turnovers killed him. Turnovers killed him.
Turnovers did kill them, but it was just bad, and they just let the Giants run away with it. And they celebrated. The Giants celebrated like they had just won the Super Bowl.
It
They
was,
honestly did.
it was
They're like, "Oh my
bad.
god,
Yeah.
it's our third win!" Yes. And you know what makes it even worse? They can't even have a hot shower after the end of the game because there was no
Oh,
hot water.
I read
No hot
about
water
that.
at all.
No hot water in FedEx Field. That's
No.
crazy. I heard about that.
So, if you're Washington, you need to hang your head in shame. Like, that was so bad. This should have been an easy win, and they really just pooped the bed.
Yeah, Commanders, they had to win this game. If you had any ounce of trying to get to the playoffs, and it's crazy because somehow leads the NFL in passing yards, yada yada. We get all that. and they turned that ball over like it was nobody business. I mean, from fumbles to interceptions to tip drills, it was all of the above when it came down to the turnover margin over there. I don't. It was tough. It was tough for me to watch
Mm.
that game. I'm caught in the red zone, obviously, but watching that game, I was like, why does New York keep having this football? What is going on? And you see the replays. I mean, it's a shameful, shameful, shameful. And of course, that last pick six to end the game was icing on the cake. Um, you know,
Yeah,
the Commanders. I mean, they're scratching and clawing, trying to come back and house under pressure, just trying to make a play, man. Trying to throw it out of bounds, but he didn't put enough umph to it. Pick six for the ball game. Yeah, the Commanders, they're done though. Their season's over.
yeah,
They barely had hope anyways. uh, I've seen this team now. They've got to be 1-5 at home, something like that. 1-4. I know they won one game at home. I believe they have, but totally different team on the road. I mean, they are a legit team on the road, but they get home and they just can't win these games. Uh, but shout out to the Giants though. You know, battling. They're
yeah.
done. Their season is crap. It's horrible. It's just horrendous. But hey, you still have to prepare every single day, every game, like it's your last game, pretty much. They went out there and they won that, took it from them, man. So the Commanders, tough, tough, tough loss to the New York Giants. Commanders are 4-7, I believe, and that's not gonna cut it in today's NFL. Ain't no way that team
No.
winning 6 games in a row unless all 6 games are on the road. But I don't see that. They ain't winning six in a row. It's just not. I know that for a fact. Now watch it come into home.
I, I was gonna say, yeah, they go on a winning streak now
I
and
know,
just
right?
get into the
Just to prove Carlos wrong.
playoffs. Just to prove people wrong. Where
Stinking
are
Carlos.
they in the playoff picture? Do you
Oh, I'm pretty
reckon?
sure bottom. I'm pretty sure out of 16 teams, they've got to be what 11, 10.
Let's have a look.
I
Uh,
imagine they're
oh,
like
that's
a
the NFC.
yeah
So they are. They are 12.
12. All right, yeah. So
They are 12.
yeah,
Green Bay's ahead of them now.
yeah, yep. Shout out to Cookie Crumbles, y'all. Shout out to the Packers, man. Side notes, Packers. Shout out to the Packers beating the Chargers. The Chargers did charge it, like we didn't think
Oh
so.
God,
And
don't
shout out
talk
to the
about it.
Broncos. Broncos Sunday Night Football beating the Vikings. Those are two I thought
Mhm.
about putting to the stream, but I didn't want to talk about that too much. But shout out to the Broncos beating the Vikings. Shout out to the Packers beating the Chargers. Uh, you know, uh, um, on a side note, before we get to that, let's just break it down. Uh, your guy Brandon Staley, he was asked because people forget that he is a defensive head coach. People forget that
No wonder they forget. Have you seen how they play defense?
thank you. Right. He played 1 year as the LA Rams defensive coordinator with Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. They made him look good, and they got this guy a job in a big market in LA. Right? I don't know how guys like him keep getting these jobs. I have no idea, and keeping them too, and keeping them. We saw Jim Caldwell for the Lions go 10-6 and get fired. We seen Lovie Smith 10-6 bring the Bears to the playoffs, get fired. Like what? But we got guys like Staley having a 27-0 lead and blowing it. Right, all right. And before that, all these fourth down dumb play calling, like literally losing 3 games as a head coach. You're gone for me. I don't know how he set the job. Honestly, I don't know. But still, uh, his press conference, they say, "Hey, are you thinking about uh, uh, handing over the play call duties for defense?" And he went off and reported it, like,
Yeah, he
"No,
did.
don't ask that again. I'm going to be calling these plays." Like, dude, you guys suck. And here's my thing. Here's my thing, bro. Okay, Khalil Mack. Joey Bosa, may he be okay. I think he's out though. He's out. He was crying. It was him saying
Sprained MCL, I think.
something like that. He knew he was done for a while, so that sucks. But still, you had Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Derwin James. You got the kid from Oklahoma, the linebacker. I forgot his name already. Number 9. God dog it. Anyways, you have a squad on all levels. Asante Samuel Jr. Right, playing cornerback. Why are we losing these games? Why is your defense looking that bad? Why did you give up 300 passing yards to Jordan Love? 300 plus, 322. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no,
Yep.
no, no, no. You deserve to have that question asked to you, Brandon Staley. Come on, man.
Yeah.
God dog it.
I, I, I I think the moment the head coach starts to lose it in front of the press, you know he's gone.
Yeah, you know he's gone. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was it? I think it was Peyton's first coach in his rookie year when he had the playoff sort of
Jim Moore,
playoffs.
playoffs.
Yeah, you're talking about
Can't
playoffs.
win a freaking game.
Yeah,
Playoffs. Jim Moore.
but with that win, Green Bay is technically the eighth seed in the NFC. They're 2 games behind potentially making it to the playoffs,
You never know,
which is
man.
disgusting. It,
Just tells you how weird this NFC is, right?
it is weird.
Yeah. We had the downright ugly now, you guys. Downright ugly. Unfortunate news out of Thursday Night Football. Joe Burrow and Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews may have a chance to come back for the playoffs, but Joe Burrow officially done for the season with a right wrist injury. Mark Andrews out for the regular season with an ankle injury. Uh, Very tough. First of all, I freaking hate Thursday Night Football. You know how I feel about that, man. But yo, TJ, how will both teams respond to these devastating injuries?
It's going to be interesting. Obviously, I think the Baltimore will do a lot better because obviously I know Mark Andrews was a key piece in that, but he wasn't the focal point, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's obviously they still have Lamar, they've still got Odell, they've got all those options still available. But the Bengals losing Joe Burrow just hurts the NFL, it hurts the playoffs, it just ruins the product. And it just sucks. It really does suck. He lost out on his rookie year with what was it, an ACL, MCL, and internal damage. He essentially stepped on a landmine and blew out his knee. And obviously, he's now out with a ligament in his hand. And he tried to come back. He did try, but it didn't work. But who knows? Their backup, Browning.
Yeah, it looked decent. It looked
He
decent.
looked pretty decent. So now this all goes down to one, how good is your coach? And everyone's had questions about Zach Taylor, if he's a good coach or is it just Joe Burrow being Joe Burrow? And now we can see, is he able to adapt to a not as good QB as Joe Burrow and actually game plan to help him? Or does he not? And this is if Zach Taylor does his job and does his job well, there is still a chance for them to make the playoffs. I know they are. I've got their standings right here. Might as well have a look.
Yes.
They are 11th. They are currently 11th in the AFC. Unfortunately, the AFC is a powerhouse. Every team is on top of each other. So
Loaded.
yeah, if they're in the NFC, I'd say it's pretty much if they can just win 2 or 3 more games, I think they would make playoffs. So it's going to be hard, but there is a chance. Currently, they're below Denver and even Indianapolis Colts. Like they've got a mountain to climb because they've still got to deal with Pittsburgh, and obviously I don't know if they've got to face Baltimore anymore. But yeah, it's going to be a struggle. But if Zach Taylor's a good coach, there is a chance because I think Browning can be a game manager. He can just be a game manager and potentially
You're gonna
get
need
them
that.
there.
You're gonna need that.
Yeah,
As far as both teams, I think devastating injuries, devastating to both their offenses.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mark Andrews was the security blanket, and you can tell by Lamar Jackson's press conference, he was like, "That's my dude. Like that was my guy. Like he's my wide receiver one. He's a tight end." He was saying. So he was like,
yeah.
That's tough. He said we gotta adjust. It's gonna be tough, but we're gonna adjust, and that's all you can do is 1 foot forward. As far as the Bengals, the the good part about having a stacked AFC conference is one win can bring you from freaking 11 seed to freaking 9 seed or 11 to 8, whatever.
That's true.
It takes one win. So the story is one game at a time. That cliche is, I know it's a horrible
Oh my
cliche,
god,
but
you're spot on. They're against Pittsburgh this week, and Pittsburgh's the 7th seed. So if they
one
beat Pittsburgh,
one game at a time. I'm just saying, one game at a time, and you have that right there in front of you, Pittsburgh. So if you can't win that matchup, good luck for the rest of the year. Then, so they're gonna compete. We know that. They've got guys that compete. It's gonna be like now. It's all about now your mental state. We don't have Joe Burrow, so why even like try, right? Or do you rally around Browning and say, you know what, let's get this done? And it doesn't hurt to see that schedule shows the Steelers first, so it doesn't hurt for that. So,
Yeah, say this is their first thing.
but it's very unfortunate. You're right though. For the NFL, the product itself, Thursday night football, it's just horrendous. I hate it, and I hate Thursday night football when it's divisional games. I've always said that. I hate it. Why are we playing divisional games on Thursday? Make it make
Yeah.
sense. Thursday night football should be
As,
it should be like interconference matchups all the time.
yeah, it should be. And like especially they can't put any of the NFC North teams because they fight each other and they're brutal. Like that game, obviously we lost Burrow, lost Andrews. Lamar has an ankle injury. Odell Beckham Jr. has the shoulder injury. Like they just punched each other in the face hard, and hopefully they're all okay. But injuries are like this year. I don't know why, but it feels like this year injuries are worse than ever.
Mm.
I don't know why, but it feels like so many players are down with injuries, and so many star players are down with injuries. So, well, I wouldn't say Daniel Jones is a star, but he went out. But yeah,
He's a starting quarterback, so I get it. He's the
yeah,
starting quarterback, so I get it. And you're right. Very unfortunate. I cannot stand Thursday night football for the life of me. I cannot. It gets on my freaking nerves, man. And you see weird stuff like that happen. Because not just Joe Burrow, but like Mark Andrews too. And almost
yeah,
Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson went down for a
yeah.
slight second with his ankle injury. I was like, man, we can't lose three guys. We can't do this now. We can't do this now. Card craze. I have no idea who's replacing Matt Canada at the moment. I have no idea if they even announced it yet. So I have no idea.
I
We'll
don't know
find out.
either.
Trust me, I'll find out when everybody else knows. Uh, but I'm pretty sure someone stepped in. I couldn't tell you who though.
Wouldn't Mike Tomlin? I don't know what was Mike Tomlin before he became a head
Mike
coach. Was he an
Tomlin. Mike
OC?
Tomlin is like a OC kind of guy. He did play receiver back in his day, and a little bit of cornerback. So I
Oh,
don't know. He could be a jack of all trades. Because if you see Tomlin, you would think defense, right? You're like, oh,
yeah.
that's a defensive guy, gotta be. But I heard he played receiver. I heard he played cornerback as well. And because he didn't play in the pros, he went. It was college, pretty
Got ya.
much. He played. He played. I think. Ooh, I don't want to lie about the team he played for. I know. I remember it was a green team.
Uh,
That's all I remember.
it was a green
It was a
team.
green
Yeah,
team in
okay.
college he played for. Not a heavy, not a big time team, I think, but. Uh, yeah, yeah. But
uh,
I don't know. I don't, which is weird because even I never knew Mike Tomlin's calling. Like, what did he specialize in? I never knew what he specialized in. But I'm
so
assuming defense. Got to be defense, safety, cornerback-ish kind of guy. I would imagine.
I don't know if he ever played. We've got a lot of. He was a defensive coordinator. Um, it has all about his coaching. He went to. But he was also a wide receivers coach. So he was a defensive
So,
coordinator, also a wide receivers coach. He went to the College of William and Mary
Will Mary,
from
there you go.
1990 to
There
1994.
goes that green team I was talking about. Will Mary, yeah.
I didn't know the Green King. With a sociology degree, but it says nothing if he ever played. So
Now he played for it, but he never played in the NFL. I know that. I think when he was on probably a few practice squads, maybe, but never played an official down in the NFL.
I don't know. No, I've literally got no record of even what position
But
he played.
he comes from that the Tony Dungy tree. Tony Dungy,
Oh, really?
yeah, got him in there. Yeah, so shout out my boy Tony Dungy, who I think, someone, I don't care who it is, someone, the Chargers, someone's got to go for. I'm begging Tony. Hey, what you want, Tony? 6, 7 million, 8 million a year for 3 years. We need you, Tony. I'm knocking on. Now he might not want to be a coach. I'm just saying, but if I'm going for one of those old veteran guys, man.
He came straight out of college. He graduated in 1994, and then immediately became a coach, wide receiver coach, in 1995. He
Wow.
went straight into coaching.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Cause I remember
Yeah,
he was on a Buccaneer squad at one point, right? With Tony Dungy. I want to say it was the
yeah, he
Buccaneers.
was defense 2001 to 2005. So he would have won a ring with them, right? Defensive back coach.
I want to say didn't the Buccaneers win it in yeah
Oh two.
2002, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he would have
Yeah.
won a ring with Tampa Bay
So
Bucks.
yeah, I know that Tony Dungy got him his big break, whatever.
He was in Cincinnati, but I don't know. Yeah, so Buccaneers was his first NFL team because he was with the Cincinnati Bearcats before then, and
Okay,
then
yeah.
so yeah, then the Vikings, and then Pittsburgh from '07 to now, and obviously not a losing record as a head
Yeah,
coach.
that what was that philosophy degree or psychology? What was it? For his degree?
Sociology,
Sociology. Same difference.
sociology,
Now,
yeah.
yeah, that comes into play. He knows people, I guess. All right, let's get to our what the fudge cake moment for week 11. You got one, TJ?
I've got one, and it's the Bears. They had such a lead over the Lions, and Goff was playing terribly. He was playing terribly. 3 interceptions, and they were bad interceptions. And then they lost, and they just blew it. And I know, obviously, the execution wasn't good on the field, but I would hand this loss up to their head coach. I'm sorry, like he should have, after losing this win, because they were in Goff's head, they were dominating. They should have won that game, and yet they lost. And I was listening to the comeback because I was working, so I had it on the radio, and I'm just going, what is going on? How are the Bears just collapsing? And like everyone suspected the Lions to win, and like was shocked that they were struggling. But they even had an opportunity to tie the game, and then they safety. And it's just like, wow, the Lions just can't catch a break. That was Justin Fields' first state game back, and Matt Udafence.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Trust me, I do
I
not
don't
know how to
think you need
pronounce
to worry about it for much longer
it.
because
Yeah.
the Bears don't fire their coaches in season. They didn't do it when Matt Nagy was the head coach. They won't do it now. But I reckon as soon as the Bears play their last game, you're out.
And it's funny because they look so good with the lead the whole entire game, and then
Yeah.
the minute the Lions take the lead, the first play, Fields gets sacked and that fumbles in the end zone. It's like, yo, come on, what? You're playing so well with the lead, and all of a sudden you're down, and I was like, I gotta hold on to the ball 3 seconds longer than usual. What are you doing?
It's
They
like,
played such a great game.
yeah.
So Eberflus, Scotch is there, man. Thank you,
Eberflus. Thank you. Thank you
Eberflus.
very
Yeah,
much.
he gonna be on eBay looking for a job soon. All right, my what the fudge cake moment. My what the fudge cake moment is the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm sorry. Uh, yo, what the fudge cake
Oh,
was
yeah.
that?
Okay.
What was that? The freaking Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love. It's cold AF out there. It's 48 degrees. That's why I knew they were going to lose. But the way they lost, how do you give up 322 yards to that team with those receivers, right?
Don't.
At that moment, no Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones out the second quarter, right? If you look at Dylan, he did nothing that entire game at the running back spot. It was Jordan Love throwing to his receivers, his tight
Yep.
end, and he won that game, or should I say the Chargers choked that game.
Chargers.
That's right. Everybody on three, say with me. 1, 2, 3. Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers, you guys.
That's the
I don't understand this team. So I mean, and we talked about this game last week, and we're like, on paper, on paper, on paper, this team
Yeah.
is the better team on paper. But every freaking week, this collapse happens, and they are ruining. And you spoke on it too earlier in the year. They are ruining Justin Herbert's career right now. Herbert's having.
Yeah.
I read a stat. Check the stat out. Check the stat out. Since Herbert has been in the league, DJ, their offense, their passing ranked fifth, right? Their points per game
Yep.
ranked sixth. All right. Since Herbert's been in the league, his defense, the fifth most passing yards allowed, and the sixth most points allowed. That is ridiculous. That is
That is
all on
ridiculous.
Brandon Staley. That is all on Brandon Staley. You cannot make this stuff up. With Khalil Mack, with Joey Bosa, with Derwin James. You know, and these guys are great players. We know that. It comes down to the coaching staff putting these guys in position. That is the
Yeah.
issue. Staley's gotta be gone, man. I
You.
think I think Sean Payton is now starting to like his stay in Denver, so
Yeah.
he ain't worried about the Chargers no more because the Denver Broncos have been rolling now. So I don't know what the fudge cake going on with the Chargers, man. Forget the Chargers, bro. I can't stand that team, bro. I really cannot. If this was a cussing channel, this would be my moment right now to be just cussing my butt off.
Just beep beep beep. You need a
Oh,
beep button.
bleep bleep, yeah, man. What the? We know what the fudge
I
cake. I tell you that.
I think there was an interesting stat. Obviously, I don't know with this game, but Justin Herbert has won the same amount of games as he has lost. He has scored the same amount of points as he has lost to. He is literally middle of the road with games and looking at that as mediocre, and yet he's definitely not a mediocre quarterback, which is crazy. They got rid of Anthony Lynn after Herbert's rookie year because they wanted a coach to maximize their talent, rookie of the year talent, because he came in after Tyrod Taylor's lung got punctured and showed that he's got talent.
Yeah.
So they brought in a defensive mind coach who doesn't call the defense well, refuses to give up the defense, listens to analytics too much, and is ruining a good team. Where would you say they are in the AFC seedings?
Oh my goodness. With that stack 10?
10, you say?
Yeah, I say 10.
Bit lower.
Oh my god. 12?
One more.
Oh my god. 13 out of 16 teams? Get out of
13th.
here.
Yeah, they're 13th. They're below Las Vegas, Denver, the Colts, obviously, then Buffalo and Cincinnati.
I pray for me and my kids' safety. I pray for my loved ones. I pray that I wake up every morning and I thank God for that. And I also pray that at the end of the season or during midseason, I don't care that Brandon State is gone. He's fired.
He's gone.
And I don't like to do that with guys in their jobs and their careers. But when you have physically, and I've seen it, a head coach should never lose you a game.
Fair. Yeah.
Coaches' jobs are to put the guys in position, right?
Yep.
But when you put guys in bad positions for your ego and analytics, that drives me crazy. My God.
There's also one good thing. Like, yes, he's lost his job, but his money's fully guaranteed. What is it? The Vegas' old coach, Josh McDaniels. No?
Yeah.
Josh McDaniels, the Vegas' old coach?
About John Gruden? But John
No, the one that just got
McDaniels. Yeah,
fired.
right. Yeah, you're right.
McDaniels, yeah. He, as long as he doesn't take another job as a head coach, as a coaching, he's getting 64 million guaranteed. So he can just sit at home watching football and get a paycheck for 64 million. Yeah, he lost his job, but he's still getting 64 million.
I'll be sitting there like a fat cat.
Yeah, imagine your job pulled you in and go, Carlos, we've got some bad news. We're going to have to let you go. Oh, that sucks. Here's your final check. It's 64 million. Oh, okay. All right.
Which door do I go out again? Which door? Okay, thank you.
Yes. Yeah, like you can't. I know it sucks. He's lost his job, but I'm sorry. 64 million paycheck.
What door
I
do I
don't feel
leave out of
sorry.
first, y'all? Hurry up! What door? Get me out of here! Get me out of here,
Oh, man.
man! Come on, man. All right, y'all. That was our what the fudge cake moments. We had the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers as our what the fudge cake moments for Week 11. Let's get now to our Week 12 picks and predictions. Before we start off, PJ undefeated 164-0. She just doesn't lose. She says freaking right. That's right. Um, as far as Week 11 went, you guys, I dominated TJ in Week 11.
I imagine you were.
Yeah, TJ went 6-8, and
Oh,
I went 10-4. So that's why I have a 3-game lead now over TJ.
no.
So Team N through Z, we're back on top. We were down one. We're back on top now by 3, y'all. So hopefully that trend continues for us. And let's get it, man. We have 3
Oh,
games on Thanksgiving, y'all. Happy Turkey Day. Let's enjoy it. Family, fun, football. All those F words, y'all. We love it. Oh, of course,
what is
and,
that
and,
words?
and we can't forget about food, yeah. I can't forget about food as well.
Food.
Food, yeah. So family, fun, food, football. All those F words. We got 3 games on the docket for Thanksgiving, you guys. Our first one, TJ, we're going with the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Both teams fresh off of close wins last week in Week 11. Um, Green Bay, do they get their groove back after that game against the Chargers? Or will the Lions humble the old Packers once again?
I think the Lions are going to humble the Packers again. It's in Ford Field. They were rocking, even though the team was sucking. They were loud and they had full support of their team, even though they struggled. And I'm not going to lie, the Packers won that game because the Chargers. Like the Chargers did what everything did. And they're going to go into Detroit. Yes, Goff had a terrible game. I don't know what happened to him. He got in his own head. But I think he'll have a bounce back game. And I think they'll dominate Green Bay.
I agree. I got Detroit in this as well. You're right. Packers look. The Chargers make anybody look good. Honestly, they make just about every other team look good. I mean, if I'm the New Orleans Saints, I want to play the Chargers every week. Just saying. I mean, give us a confidence boost in our offense too, please. Uh, but yeah, I'm going with the Lions though. The Lions. That was a test they had last week. Now, divisional game against the Bears, and we knew that Justin Fields coming back caused a few problems. Um, Packers. I'm not gonna say a pure. I'm not gonna say a blowout, but I give the Lions a 13-point win. Give me Lions. I'm gonna say 30-16. Detroit will win this game at home. Um,
Yeah.
our next game on the docket, you guys, we have the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys, and yeah, I'm gonna go first on this one, y'all. Simple. Give me Dallas to win this
Well said.
game. Dallas, I mean, they are just the epitome of just easy ass schedules, man. God, dog.
Oh, it,
Every year
it
I look at it, Dallas has an easy freaking schedule.
it gets harder. I promise you that. It
Yes, it does.
because
It
I
does.
also looked at this because I was like, this they can't. They had like the Eagles have the Chiefs and all that, and Dallas has we've got the Cardinals. Oh, poor us, we've got the Cardinals. Oh, it sucks. But yeah, next couple of weeks we've got obviously Commander this week. So then we've got Seahawks, us, Eagles, sorry, not us, Bills, Dolphins, Lions, Commanders. So
Oh
they've got a bit of
yeah,
a rough
oh
schedule
yeah, I like that.
finally.
I like that. Finally. But yeah, give me Dallas to win this game. I do like Sam Howell to have a big game though. See,
Yeah,
when Dallas plays against poor, poor offenses, they will really dominate these guys. Washington's not a poor offense. They're very mediocre, which means they're gonna put some points on the board against Dallas. Sam
yeah.
Howell has a crew. He's got a wide receiver crew, Terry McLaurin, and nothing to sneeze at, obviously. So they're gonna put some points on the board. I'm gonna imagine how Dak is going to respond. Because every time the Cowboys get punched in the mouth, they respond badly, a la Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm,
Philadelphia,
mm-hmm.
right? With those wins. Can Washington have an early punch in this game And can Dallas respond back to it? For now, give me Dallas close game. Dallas wins by I'm gonna say Dallas wins by 9. Give me 28-19 Dallas.
Fair, fair. I agree. I believe Dallas is going to win. Last week, even though I wished on a shooting star, apparently there wasn't one crossing the sky that day. But I do have to say, I think the first two quarters, if I believe, were actually pretty close.
It
It was a
were. It
3-3,
was.
a 10-3, and then Dallas pulled away in the later part of the game. I'm not going to lie. When I was listening to it, because I was listening to bits and I was hearing how close that score was, I was like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe, like, if they win this game, I've just got to start wishing on stars all the time. A million
I wish,
pounds,
I
please.
wish, I
Just
wish, I wish, I wish.
wish, I wish. Yeah, yeah. I think Dallas is gonna. It's going to be an interesting game. If Washington had those rushes they traded away, I think there is a chance they could have potentially even made Dak a bit uncomfortable to make mistakes. But without that, Dak will have all the time in the pocket to pick apart their defense. And the Dallas is going to win. Well, this game, at least Washington can enjoy a hot shower at the end of it. So,
Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to that crazy stadium for doing that, man. I'd be so mad after a loss too. Oh my god,
yeah,
I gotta go home now, take a
human.
shower. Really? Gotta drive home or the bus, whatever you take it, man. All right, and our final game of Happy Thanksgiving Turkey Day.
Ooh.
The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. This game played in Seattle, so that's already a good thing for Seattle. But who's the quarterback going to be? Did they say it's Geno Smith after that injury he had against the Rams, or is it Drew Lock? But I think regardless, though, let you go first, TJ.
Well, this is going to be a very interesting game because you called it. The Rams beat the Seahawks. Yes, Gino did get injured, and I did swear about that. Um, but I do think the Niners will have Seattle's number, even if it is at Seattle, because one, Gino got injured. We don't know the severity of the injury, but that's not a lot of time to recover from an injury.
Right,
So he's going to be sore. He's going to be aching. And the Niners have managed to get themselves on a bit of a roll, and I think they're going to just roll through Seattle, which I'm not going to lie, I think that works for me with the standings. So,
hey, let's go.
uh,
Right.
so yeah, but I reckon San Francisco is going to win this, and I wouldn't be surprised if they blow out Seattle, especially if we because they'll be dealing with an injured Geno Smith or a Drew Lock, which
Yeah,
is not the
yeah.
best. Yeah.
Yeah, we agree once again, brother. I'm going with San Fran as well, man. No matter who the quarterback is, you're right. Geno Smith, after 3 days of rest on that whatever injury he had, yeah, I don't like that. It will be. I think Seattle keeps it somewhat close after the first quarter, but the next three is all San Francisco. Brock Purdy's playing out of his mind now. Tough test. Seattle home crowd is going to make things difficult for Brock Purdy
Mm-hmm.
to execute these plays, but everyone's healthy for San Fran. All their top guys are healthy, and when they're healthy, they rarely lose. Rarely lose. So give me San Francisco as well. So yeah, we agree on that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have our first ever Black Friday game, which is the
Ooh.
day after Thanksgiving. For those who know what Black Friday is, it's the day after Thanksgiving. There's a lot of sales that go on. People go and buy all these outlandish crap, right? It's not really sales. It's just people like it's just people that like up the number. It's a cheat code to not a cheat
Yeah.
code. People still pay the same prices for this crap after it's all said and done. But nonetheless, though, Black Friday game featuring the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Jets. And I'll go first. I am done with my streak of picking the New York Jets to win this game. I think I picked the Jets about 3 or 4 weeks in a row, and they've done me dirty pretty much every week, man. They've done me dirty, man. Uh, let's get this out of the way, by the man. But yeah, give me New York. I mean, New York. Give me Miami to win this game. I'm tripping. Give me the Dolphins to win this game. But look, I am concerned for Miami though.
Yeah.
I am. They are not going. Look, they're a finesse team. Let's keep it real. I got the beautiful Jacqueline is in the building showing love. What's up, Jacqueline? How you doing, love?
What up?
And we got Kelly Gardner, my guy. Says hi. What's up, KG? Peter said, "What's up, Kelly?" And what's up, Jacqueline? Good to see you, love. Thank you for hitting that like button as well. You guys are awesome, man. Smash that like button. Appreciate that. Say happy Thanksgiving. Yes, ma'am. It's coming up in a couple days, you guys. But yeah, Black Friday, Miami's a finesse team. They play a finesse style of
Hmm.
brand of football, right? The New York Jets defense, they are the opposite of finesse. They come at you, they play it tough. Look, I will not be shocked if the Dolphins find a way to either A, lose this game, or B, come up short. Won't be shocked at
Ooh.
all, right? Because they play a finesse. The Bills play more of a they're a bigger finesse team, if that makes sense. Dolphins are a
Yeah.
smaller finesse team. Uh, Very light on their asses when it comes down to their star players, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, those kind of guys. They're very light. At the Bills, bigger guys, bigger names, whatever. But give me the Dolphins just because the Jets cannot score. What it is. And I learned my lesson.
Hey, that this is going to be the one game where you learnt your lesson incorrectly.
I know, right? It
No.
always happens. It always happens. But I
Here's the thing.
go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. After you. After you. After you.
No, no,
After.
I learned my lesson. I mean, every time I
Yeah.
say that, it comes to bite me in the ass. But the Jets can't score. They cannot score, and I don't care who's the opponent, whether it's the Raiders, whether it's the Bills. It doesn't matter the opponent. They cannot score. Zach Wilson, I had somewhat faith in this guy, man. And the last time I lost faith was when they beat the Giants.
Have you not heard? Wilson's not starting.
Oh, who's starting? Is it
Tyler. Tyler Boyd.
oh, the boy,
Yeah.
why not
Wilson's the third string.
why not
They
Trevor
put
Simeon?
Simeon's the second.
Why is not
Uh,
Trevor Simeon? Boy looked
I don't know.
boy came in there and looked like he was ass too.
I'm
He-
pretty sure it's Boyd.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's him because Simeon's gonna be the backup. I'm looking at it right now. He's the backup.
Yeah.
God
Yeah. Yeah.
dog
It's
it.
Wilson.
It did well that doesn't I don't care. Don't make me no different. They ain't
No.
scoring. I saw Boy in that game last week. He looked about as bad as Zach Wilson. Uh Trevor Simeon, I've seen Simeon win some games, man.
Yeah.
I seen him go in there and win some tough games. So I mean, whatever, bro. God dog it. But yeah,
Hey,
give me Miami to win this game. But very close game. Very close game.
I agree. Here's the thing. It was only a one-score game against Vegas. Miami won. Was it 13-20?
Yes.
And that's with Aiden O'Connell throwing a couple of bad picks and even
Yes.
a pick to lose the game. That's a rookie. So who knows? Obviously, I believe it's Boyle, is a rookie as well. I don't know.
I
So,
think Boyle's been in the league for a while.
has he? I don't.
I
I
think
don't
he's been
know.
in the league for a while, at least a couple of years. Boyle.
So that's with experience. Boyle, it's going to be interesting because one of the main criticism against Miami is they haven't played anyone,
Right.
and they're going against a strong defense with potentially a better QB than Wilson. Like I said, who's not even going to get. Well, he's going to technically get dressed because the third string rule.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's at New York as well. Do I go with Miami? My initial things was Miami, and then I heard the news about Wilson. Ooh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep with my gut. I'm gonna go with Miami. I'm gonna keep with Miami. But hey, I wouldn't be surprised New
Right.
York winning
Right.
this game, especially now they finally, maybe a bit too late, got rid of Zach Wilson, who fell over backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right about
He
that.
just
Yeah.
he just can't get a break.
Can't get right, man. All right, now we go to our Sunday game that we both picked the So far, we're even with the first four games, right? We picked the same, the first four.
Yep.
Yeah. Things might get a little different right here. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Indianapolis
Ooh.
Colts. Um, I'll let you go first, TJ. Who you got in this game?
I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. I think they. You're right.
I'm going Tampa Bay as well, but go ahead.
um, they are again a very average team. I think they beat teams they should, but when they come across a harder opponent, they lose, and they lose. Like they still put up a decent fight. Like I know the Niners crushed them, but there was a second there where you still thought they were going back and forth, and it was close around the first quarter. Baker's been playing well. I don't know what's wrong with their defense. Some weeks they look amazing, the other
Right.
weeks they look
They've looked
terrible.
bad the last couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah, maybe another head coach who's not going to make it next year. Ted Bowles
Yeah.
could get out of there. I wouldn't be surprised me, but I also think Baker's going to be their starting QB next year because I think they're going to play themselves out of drafting one. And hey, I think Baker's earned himself
Right.
a bit of a longer leash because he has been playing well. The Colts, I love Gardner Minshew. I love Shane Steichen. He's a good head coach. Um, but again, I feel like they just got rid of linebacker Shaq Williams, I
Yes,
believe.
Shaq Leonard.
Shaq Leonard, yeah, which was a bit of a shock. I didn't expect that. They benched him and then they cut him immediately. So I wonder why. That's very unusual.
I don't care. Come to New Orleans, my guy. Come on. Come
No,
on,
no,
New
no, no,
Orleans,
no.
man. We'll take care.
He looked
No,
very good in green. He
you
looked very
guys
good in
have
green.
enough. You got enough. Stop it, TJ. Stop it. God, if I hear breaking news, this fool goes to Philadelphia. God, dog it, man. I'm gonna really think that you guys got someone in the league, man. I'm telling you, man.
It would be. It would be like we got some dirt on someone.
I'm gonna be
Um,
furious. I'm gonna be furious if that happens, bro. This cannot be life how it goes, man. Why the
I
why
won't
the
find
Eagles
out.
get all
I'll
the good
just get.
players?
I don't know. I won't know. I'll just get a very strong message from you and be like, oh, okay.
Goodness, man.
um, I reckon, yeah, I think Tampa Bay can deal with the Colts, who hey had promise, but they again lost their starting QB. Obviously, had some issues, and I reckon Tampa Bay can just squeak out a win, but it will be a close game. It's not going to be a pretty game, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm going Tampa as well. I think that you're right though. The Buccaneers will kind of feast on this offense, the Colts offense, as they're not the best in the world at all. Below average offense. And let's be honest, they faced some really good offense. We didn't expect Houston to be that good an offense. They are though,
Yeah,
right? And we all knew about the Niners coming back now to life. They're that
yeah,
good as well. So not really, this game now. If we see the Colts put up the same kind of numbers, then the Buccaneers have issues then. But I don't see that happening. I think Tampa Bay comes in this game, takes care of business, sloppy game, sloppy-ish game. Give me Buccaneers 24-16. Give me Buccaneers 24-16. We'll go with
fair.
that one. So we both agreed Tampa Bay to win this game. All right, let's get on to our next game on the docket. It's going to be in New York where the Giants will host the New England
Ooh.
Patriots. And I'm going to
Oh,
go first. Uh, give me, whoo, Lord, give me the Patriots. I'm going Patriots. That's my initial gut, man. New England has just been they just suck right now. Both these teams suck. Let's keep it real.
yeah.
But New England off a bye week, got the legs together. And one thing I know about a Bill Belichick defense, they will feast on horrific offenses. And
Hmm.
that is why I'm going New England. They're going to feast on horrific offenses, and the Giants have a horrific offense with Tommy DeVito and company. This team has nothing else going for them but Saquon Barkley, and I think the Patriots are going to shut down Barkley and force DeVito to throw that football, throw. I will look at about three. Look, I'm going to tell you now, the crowd will be booing heavily to on Sunday in Giants State. They will be booming their butts off. I'm looking at 3 or 4 INTs. I might be pushing the envelope a little bit, but still, give me New England though. Veteran, defensive-minded team against a poor offense in New York. I gotta go to Patriots in this one.
Fair. I agree. It is still a staple of Bill Belichick. Like he's lost a lot of credit of recently of his coaching, but he still wreaks havoc on young QBs. And Tommy DeVito is a rookie still. It happens every time. Um, although we don't currently know who's the starting QB for New England. Obviously, Matt Jones was benched in Germany, and I caught the had an interview with their OC, and he didn't commit to anyone. It could be Bailey Zappi, it could be Matt Jones. I think they should have. I don't know if he's still on the roster.
He
He was
is.
briefly.
He
Malik
is.
Cunningham.
It should be him.
Sorry, yeah, it should be Malik Cunningham. In back in preseason, I was like, that's that spark the offense needs. Just that second, just the ability to run.
Yeah.
And I like. Hopefully, it's him. If it is him, New England should win this game easily because I feel like he's currently the best QB, even though he's not played a game. But yeah, this is going to be a horrible game. It's so putrid. I'm surprised it's not Thursday night football. Um,
That's one of those.
but yeah, New England, and I feel sorry for New York fans. Like they just had almost promised that we were a playoff team. We got Aaron Rodgers, and then it all just went away.
All right, our next
Yeah,
game on the docket now will be out of the AFC North, y'all. So far, me and TJ have agreed on everyone so far.
yeah.
Let's get it, y'all. We're going with the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, mind you, this Bengals team without Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh just fired Matt Canada, so we got a lot of storylines coming to this game. And let's be honest, both these teams are still in the playoff race. Who do you
Yeah.
have this one, TJ?
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. I feel like Pittsburgh's defense is going to cause a lot of problems for Browning, and their own Bengals O line, even though they've been constantly paid and reworked, still isn't the best. Like Burrow does get sacked, so with TJ Watt, he's going to get a couple sacks. Wouldn't surprise me. Um, so I reckon Pittsburgh's defense is going to win it again, and who knows? Finally, with an OC gone, Pickett looks better. But I like technically Pittsburgh is the most healthy team. They still technically have their starting QB, even though that starting QB is putrid. So yeah, I've got Pittsburgh winning this.
I'm going Pittsburgh as well.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, I know. Right? I was like, God, no, he picked Pittsburgh. I'm going Pittsburgh as well, though, to win this game. I feel like the Steelers will have that juice
yeah,
after firing their OC. They have that juice now. And, hey, what better time to feast on defense if you're a Steelers fan than going against a Joe Burrow-less team, right?
yeah,
And I wonder if the Bengals will come up with that same tenacity, knowing that their season might be done with. If you lose this game for sure, it is going to be a tough climb for the Bengals. I would have said, hell yeah, with Burrow there, yeah, no issues. Even 5-6, whatever, they can come back. We said it before. Nah, this will be different if they lose this game. I'm going Pittsburgh to win this game, and I'm very interested in seeing what schemes, what playmakers the Steelers use, and is Warren versus Harris. What's the percentages of that guy being on the field, right? Warren. Is it more 50-50 or is it more like 65-35, 70-30, right?
yeah.
We'll find out. But Najee Harris was in the talked to reporters this weekend after the game, and he was like, "I'm just tired of losing, tired of this shit." I'm like, brother, hey man, I seen this kid coming in and take your spot and look way better than what you doing. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, so it could be you, my guy. Could be you. All right, so we both agree that the Steelers should win this game. Let's go to our next game
Yeah.
of docket, y'all. The Carolina Panthers taking on the Tennessee Titans. Can we just get this game? I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. We're going with the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tennessee Titans. I'll go first. Give me Tennessee to win this game. Tennessee just a
Ooh.
different team at home. I love Tennessee, man, at home. I mean, if this is on the road, I'll probably go Carolina. I'll be honest. But Tennessee at home, they play better. They play faster. They play more confidence at home, and they tend to make bigger plays. And I look for Levis to get back on track and have a decent game in this game against the Carolina Panthers. Give me Tennessee to win this one. I'm gonna go Tennessee 21-13 over Carolina. I lied.
Fair. No. Oh.
21-15.
Okay.
21-15. 2 more points.
21-15. I agree with you again. Like, Carolina hasn't looked good. I wouldn't be surprised if Frank Reich is gone. I don't think he's the coach. He's just not being well. He's not been good, sorry. Tennessee, Will Levis last week, yeah, they lost, but he didn't look bad. I know he had one bad fumble, but it wasn't interceptions, and he looked like he's finally sort of it's coming together. Like, he's a rookie, and he's trying to get in a bad O-line
Yeah.
because it is horrific. There's really bad O-lines this year. So he didn't really have a lot of time, and all of their wide receivers are over 30. It feels like Tennessee.
Yeah.
So he's also dealing with a bunch of pensioners, essentially. No offense to you,
Hey,
but Tennessee, Derrick Henry. If they just hand the ball to Derrick Henry, he should just run over Carolina. So I am going to go. Again, a horrible game. I don't think I'll be watching Red Zone, so I don't think I'll see this game a lot.
no, you probably will not see this game a lot. You probably would not see it a lot.
Yeah, a lot of field goals, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to our next game on the docket now. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. This will be a good one from the AFC South, and the winner will have control of their own destiny of the AFC South. Last time these two teams faced off, the Texans beat the Jaguars in Jacksonville by a score of 37-17. Now, it's in Houston this time. TJ, who you got in this game, bro?
Oh, this is good. This is going to be a fun game.
It is.
Because Stroud, he threw a lot of interceptions. He was a bit risky last game. Like, it's not the reason they won. Their defense stepped up and won the game for them. And Jacksonville, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to go with Houston Texans. I reckon it's going to be an interesting game. Wouldn't surprise me if Jacksonville take it, but CJ Stroud has been very impressive. Even though last game he struggled, he still looked very good. And now against Kyler Murray, who was throwing the ball all over it. So I reckon.
I was surprised you didn't coin flip like last time.
Oh, I was very tempted to. I was very, very tempted to. But I think that coin flip lost me a game. So
no, the coin flip you won.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you picked Houston. So yeah, really? Going with Houston. I'm going with Jacksonville to win this game. So we'll differ for the first time.
First difference.
Yeah. So I'm going with Jaguars. I think the Jaguars learned their lesson from that week 3 or week 4 loss to the Texans. I feel like Jacksonville is going to be a different team in this game. Trevor Lawrence, he looked good last week. Trevor Lawrence did against Tennessee. A really good Tennessee defense. And Lawrence, if that Lawrence plays the way he played, if we get that Lawrence, he is unstoppable. This Trevor Lawrence guy, he has upside up here, but sometimes he gets in his own mind. But I believe they found a stride. Him and Etienne will have a big night, and I think the Jaguars' defense is going to come in huge. Stroud, he showed some chinks in the armor, just a little bit. Not just 3 interceptions, but 3 red zone interceptions.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, whoa, what are you doing, bro? Like, one more score and the game is over. Why we keep throwing it to linebackers, bro? So,
but he still like their defense did win it for him. Like.
That tells you what kind of team this Texas is. They have a good team. Mm-hmm. They have a really good team, and this Texas team, I'm rooting for them. I ain't gonna lie. But in this game, I think the Jaguars win this one. But I would not be shocked one bit if Houston goes out there and puts up buku points. I'll tell you what, I'm going a high-scoring game as well.
Really?
Give me Jaguars 34-30.
Fair enough. Hey.
All right, and we're going now in the South, but this time it's going to be in the NFC South. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons, both teams coming off the bye week. Give me New Orleans, baby.
Yeah.
Give me the Saints. I'm with New Orleans in this one, man.
Even without Thomas?
Yeah, I don't care. Look. less is better. I'm assuming less is better. Less is better. Now we can focus on some other things, right? Less is better. Give me New Orleans to win this game. I feel like the defense is gonna put the pressure on Taylor Heineke and company, and I feel like our offense, if we can't win this game, because this game is for the division already.
Yeah,
I
yes.
feel like the winner of this game is going to knock the other person out of winning this division because only one team is coming out this division. Uh, while the
Yeah.
Buccaneers, who I think are still the best team in the NFC South, but they keep losing everybody else. So I'm fine with that. If New Orleans has got to win this game, Atlanta's got to win this game, right? Whoever wins this game is going to have the driver's seat in this division. Although the Buccaneers, in my opinion, are the best team, they just keep losing to everybody else. So I'm fine with that. But New Orleans will take care of business against Atlanta. And you guys, I will be going live Sunday afternoon,
Ooh.
calling Saints versus Falcons with the Dixon Way. The Dixon Way YouTube channel
Hey.
will have our first ever what they call that? I don't know what you call it, but it's
Co-stream?
what's up?
Co-stream? Is that
Cold
what you're
stream.
asking?
Yeah, it's a cold stream. Yeah, from our channel, my channel, and his channel. So we'll have our first ever cold stream. Uh, so we'll have the Saints taking on the Falcons. So I'm excited about that, man. So you guys get
It's
ready
gonna
for
be
that.
good.
And it will be posted. The thumbnail posted by. They're doing the thumbnail right now, and I have it posted whenever they get it ready. So y'all stay tuned for that. Keep the notification bells on. But yeah, I'm going to New Orleans. How about you, brother?
I see. I will also go to New Orleans because I don't trust Atlanta's head coach, Arthur Smith. I think.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he's awful. He's not good. He's putting the wrong players in. He's not. He's being that weird where if a player has any disagreement, they're not playing. They're a bit like Urban Meyer kind of attitude to it.
right.
They're switching from Ritter to
Heineke.
Heineke and back. And like New Orleans, there is a problem because Mike Thomas was Derek Carr's safety blanket. Like, if any troubles, he'll just throw to Mike Thomas. Because for some reason, him and Olave aren't on the same page. And obviously, Thomas went to IR. Do you know why he's gone to IR, Michael Thomas?
Oh my God, he got hurt last game in the first quarter with I want to say hamstring issue. I could be wrong though.
Hamstring?
I could be
Because
wrong.
that seemed very late. Because you were on a buy, and just to put them on IR now, I was like, oops,
No,
a bit
no, yeah,
unusual,
yeah,
mate.
yeah. He was put on IR. I guess during the bye week he was on IR. But yeah, try to test it out. Probably realize it's not
Got
going
yeah,
to work.
and then so they shoved it on because obviously this is his last year as a Saint. Um, so who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what was it? Hold on. Yeah. Every year after this is a void number, so
Oh snap.
it's a void yet.
Yeah.
So who knows? He can come back. Hopefully, he can come back for the playoffs. But um, I, I still don't trust your coach, but I trust your coach more than Arthur Smith. So I'm gonna go with States.
I appreciate that, pimp. All right, yeah. So we're both going with New Orleans in this game. Screw Atlanta. All right. Saints, guys. That's for you, Dixon Way. That's for you, Larry. Our next game on the docket, we're going from the AFC. Oh no, the NFC West. Sorry,
East. Oh
NFC
yeah, you're
West. The
going that
Los
one.
Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Uh, who you got in this one, TJ?
This is an interesting one. This is a very interesting one because Kyler's he's got an arm to him. He looked good. Then he also looked really bad. It was a real mixed emotions last game. I'm going to go with LA Rams. I'm going to go with LA Rams. Obviously, we don't know what's happened with Cooper. He left the game, didn't he? Cooper Cup.
Yes.
But they've still got Puka, who did very well. I reckon I'm hoping LA Rams can deal with the Arizona's defense, and the Rams defense can make Kyler uncomfortable enough that he runs potentially and not burn them for that 45-yard touchdown like he did against Houston. So
Right.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going Los Angeles as well. Yeah, I'm going Los Angeles as well, man. I feel like with Stafford just brings him hope. You know, without Stafford, they know they're not winning the games. With Stafford, at least you have the hope to win. Even there's no Cooper Cup, you have the hope to win. Stafford's a veteran quarterback. He's been there, Super Bowl champion. We know about all that, yada yada yada. Uh,
Yeah.
Arizona, look, they're just happy to compete, which they've done all year. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just
So
happy to be
yeah,
here.
so like it must be nice to be a fan base knowing your team sucks, but to pay your money because you're gonna get a good game, right?
Yeah.
So regardless, it's gonna be entertaining. And so that's a good thing to know because Arizona could be getting their asses with all year. It could just be getting mollywopped. No, they're actually being competitive. Only one win to show for it, I believe. One win or two wins maybe. But
I think it's 2 wins.
think it's two wins. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it is two wins. Yes, yes. You're right. You're right. Yeah, they beat Atlanta.
Yeah.
Anyways, but
There's the laugh.
yeah, that's my petty laugh, being real petty. But yeah, two wins to show for it, but they're being very competitive, man. And that's why I mean we said it every single week on this show. They're being
Yeah.
competitive, Cardinals being, and that's all you want from your fan base. Just be competitive, man. They just don't have the personnel to win these games. Rams have that personnel, better personnel than the Cardinals, I would say. So give me the Rams
Mhm.
to win this one. If the Rams can win this one, they're kind of back in that playoff talk at least. Like, no, will they go? Will they get there? Probably not. Hell nah. But they're in that talk right now. So I mean,
Where
back to
are
back
they?
wins in a row for the Rams if they can get it done. So we both agree the Los Angeles Rams should beat the Arizona Cardinals. Let's go to our next game on the docket. It's going to be the Cleveland Browns at the Denver
Ooh.
Broncos. This is going to be a really good matchup as well. I'm going to go first. Give me the Denver Broncos. Give me the Broncos.
Yeah.
I'm loving, look, both these teams. I'm loving both these teams. I'm not going to lie. And if there was one game that I would like be glued on, and it's not the Saints, obviously, it would be the Browns versus Broncos because the winner of this matchup already both these teams feel good about themselves going into this game, and the winner will have so much more confidence. The Browns, as good of defense they play at home, they are not that good on the road. Broncos, that crowd, they found their niche. They
Mhm.
found Sean Payton's found something, right? Four wins in a row now. Different team. This that 70-20 game feels like 3 years ago now. Uh, yeah, no, that's lose by 50, right? And all of a sudden now you win 4 games in a row. I ain't never thought that would happen. But I feel like Sean Payton, like after that game, you realize Sean Payton got rid of a lot of veterans. Randy,
Yes, they
Gary,
did.
yeah, like veterans leaving, right? Get rid of them. I want to
Mhm.
get these young guys in there. I want to see their potential, and they look hungrier. They look faster, and they're at home against the Browns. Give me Denver to win this game.
I agree. I Denver's defense went from allowing the Dolphins to put 70 on them to becoming quite a very they take advantage of the mistakes, like very optimistic. They're not optimistic. Uh, I can't think of the word, so I'm just going to move on. But they like to take advantage of
Opportunistic.
mistakes. Opportunistic. There it is.
Yes.
There it
That
is. Yeah,
seventh grade English coming back for you, boy.
um, yeah, they and which is crazy because you wouldn't think they're very scrappy. They take away the ball a lot more. They got fumbled. Like same thing happened this last game. First game of the Bills, fumble recovered. First drive of the Minnesota, fumble recovered.
Yeah.
Yes, now they've got that player has been suspended again for 4 games after that hit to Dobbs. Um, so they are down a piece there, but they have somehow found it. It's not pretty. I openly admit it is not pretty at all. Like there was a potential they were going to win against Minnesota for just kicking field goals, and then Cortland Sutton had that amazing touchdown, but
Yes.
it's not pretty. So they will win, and it's going to be an ugly win. It's just not going to be nice, and every Denver fan's going to have multiple heart attacks throughout the game. But they are going to take advantage of DTR, I believe, and he's going to make mistakes, and they're going to pick him off, I imagine, or cause a fumble.
Probably so. Probably so. So we both agreed Denver Broncos should beat the Cleveland Browns. All right. Our
Yeah.
next game in the docket, we got a good one now. Got a good one. The Buffalo Bills at the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go, TJ. Who you rocking with, my guy?
See, we've got a secret weapon this week. It's our last Kelly Green week. So that
Oh
stadium
yes.
is gonna be rocking. That energy in there is going to be amazing. And I think Philly's gonna win it. I doubted Philly last week against KC, and like I said, wasn't pretty. I think it shortened my life by 6 years. Uh,
You look good for a
but
90-year-old.
oh, thank you. Yeah, Dallas took 60, and this game could take another 30. Um, But Buffalo has not been looking like, yeah, they got rid of their OC, and last week they did look good burst getting, but that was also against a Zach Wilson led Jets, and Rasul Douglas, what a trade, 2 INTs in the first game he played for them, so
Crazy.
it's crazy. But I think Philadelphia, I reckon, will fall behind in the first half. Sean Desai's gonna make some adjustments, and we'll be able to claw back a win in the second half. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Philly.
Yeah, well, this was tough for me, man. I was like, because I could see Buffalo just coming out there proving a point, but
Yeah.
I went back to my gut, my nice little rounded gut. I said Philadelphia, give me the Eagles to win this game.
Yeah.
Give me Eagles to win this game. Close game. This might be the best game of the docket, honestly, when it comes down to
Yeah.
styles. Like Philadelphia, their style, Buffalo, their style, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this is a must-win game for the Bills. Must-win game.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be shocked if they had their quote-unquote best offensive performance in this game. But right now, for what I see, resilience of the Philadelphia Eagles. Um, obviously they're not overlooking any team. I don't care who the team is.
No.
They won't overlook the Bills either. They know it's a good thing they had the Bills after this Chiefs game because that's another team that scores a lot. So, or that can score a lot.
Yeah.
Philadelphia at home, the Kelly Greens. You're saying, yeah, give me the Eagles to win this one. But I'm gonna go with I'm gonna say 27-23 Philadelphia.
Wouldn't surprise me. We've never. I don't think we've won a game with more than 5 points this year. Like we've never blown out. It's always been a close, horrible,
Right.
soul destroying games. But we are still winning, and
Y'all ain't playing Giants yet? Shit.
we don't play the Giants. Our last games, obviously, we've got the gauntlet. So we've got Buffalo, Niners, Dallas, Seahawks. That's the end of the gauntlet. And then we go Giants, Arizona, Giants to
Oh
finish up.
yeah, y'all should have 3 straight games of plus 5, beating teams by 5 points or more. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
yeah. Hopefully,
Yeah. But if we win this game, we're halfway through this gauntlet and we're 3-0.
there we
So
go.
even if we lose the next three over Niners, which is Seahawks and Dallas, that still will be in such a great position. 10-4, and then 3 easy wins. That'd be 13-4. I'll take 13-4.
There we go, man. That's a great record to have. I ain't gonna lie, 13-4. All right. Our next game on the docket now: the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And I'm gonna go first, man. Give me the upset of the week,
Yeah.
y'all. I'm going Las Vegas to win this game.
Ooh.
I'm going Las Vegas to win this game. I feel like Vegas, something about Antonio Pierce and what he's bringing to this team. It feels like one of those weird games for Kansas City. You know, I was going to do this whether they won or lost, honestly. Uh, so that game against Philadelphia it doesn't shock me at all that the Chiefs lost that, but I was still going to Vegas Raiders regardless because I just feel like the second half woes for Kansas City. They're just so
Mhm.
bad. This team is averaging now way less than five, well, way less than 6 points per game. Like it's probably like 5.4 points per game now in the second half the entire season. Crazy numbers. I think Vegas will put up a fight. Devontae Adams has a dumb, crazy game. Josh Jacobs is that guy. I think Jacobs gets No, pushing towards 100 yards rushing. Give me a couple touchdowns. Give me the Raiders to shock the Chiefs in this game.
Fair. Hey, I respect it. I understand it. I think if they're smart, I think they have found their new head coach because he is a good coach. And remember a couple of 2021 where Rich Bisaccio, if I've said that right, took over Gruden after he's got fired.
Yeah,
They made a mistake getting rid of him
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was a player person, but it was also a hard ass, and that really put the Raiders back. I understand you going because they are a physical team, but I reckon Kansas City's angry.
Yeah.
They've lost at home. Andy Reid never loses off a bye, and they self-destructed and let Philadelphia take one from them. I reckon they're going to come out and they are going to be angry, hungry, and they reckon they're going to win
The
over
Dark Strike says
Vegas.
USC. Say that again, please. Sorry, Dark Strike. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, brother. It's just a gut feeling, man. My gut has been
it's a
wrong
gut
a
feeling.
thousand times in my life, 1,000+ times. So yeah. But
Yeah.
just a gut feeling. I think the Raiders, gut feeling at home.
Hey, who knows? Who knows? Who
All right,
knows?
we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Los Angeles Chargers. This is Sunday night football, ladies and gentlemen. Ravens, fresh off of that win over the Bengals on Thursday night, they played another primetime game against the Los Angeles Chargers, and Herbert, fresh off that loss to the Packers.
Yeah,
Who you got in this game, my brother? Hold on, is it?
Baltimore.
Yeah, okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah,
Baltimore.
it's Baltimore. Like, um, I think they're just going to run over the Chargers. Chargers are going to charge it. Don't trust Staley. And I'm not going to be surprised if the team sees that interview and sees how rattled their head coach is. They're going to be like, why are we playing for this guy if he can't keep his emotions after a loss like that? So, Baltimore, easily, I think.
Man, oh my gosh. That's hey, I'm sorry, y'all. One more time, y'all. I'm going with the Chargers, man. I'm going with the Chargers. It feels like this is the kind of games that they freaking win. They go low, 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 low. Hey, we can beat the Ravens. Low, 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 low. Oh my God. Give me Los Angeles to win this game. Um,
Interesting.
yes, I don't know why. But I can't give you a really great explanation. But the fact that Herbert has played some really good offense, uh, and they'll put the pressure on. Mind you, there's no Odell Beckham either, right?
Is he
He's
out?
he's out for like 2 weeks with a shoulder injury.
Ooh.
It's funny how he caught that touchdown on that long pass and came down on the shoulder. Like, God, dog, my guy can't even catch balls really good without getting hurt. So, anyways, I think he's out too. I could be wrong, but I heard he was out like for like 2 weeks. So, my thing is, if the Ravens want to get things going, it's got to be a running game. But I would reckon the Chargers for one night only, Sunday night football. They come out there with some haymakers, put a lot of points on the board, and of course the Ravens will match it, right? Give me the Chargers to win this one 30-28, Los Angeles.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, I understand it. I'm a bit salty because they Chargers were my picks locks last week and they lost it for me. So
Oh, that's back to back, huh?
back to back. Yeah. So I'm a bit salty about the Chargers, but I understand that. Like
He
they
says,
win weird games and they win it because Justin Herbert plays phenomenally. But so yeah,
all
I
right.
get it. I get it.
So we differ on that one as well.
We
So
did.
we've got the last two we differed on. All right, cool. Let's go with our last game on the docket, y'all. Monday Night Football. Da 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 da. Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Um, Let me see. It is my go, right?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. My go. Yeah, give me Vikings. Um, Joshua Dobbs, man. I mean, what more can you say about this kid and what he's done? Not the best game against Denver, but that was a hostile environment in
I
Denver.
was.
Crazy environment. Um, Chicago's defense has not been that team this year at all, right? We were so accustomed to having the Bears having this vaunted defense, very poor offense. but a vaunted defense, and they have not shown it at all this year. I think Minnesota wins this game rather easily. They'll rattle Justin Fields early in this game. Give me Minnesota to put the clamps on the Bears real quick. So I got the Vikings win this one, although I don't want to because the Vikings are getting my nerves when it comes down to the playoff push for New Orleans. But
Yeah.
they already got the dub over us already, man. So God dog it. So I'm going. My mind, my heart is going with the Bears, but my mind, man, let's go Vikings. Vikings can win this game pretty easily.
Fair. No. I understand and I agree. The past, like they lost last week against the Buccaneers, but it was weird because like Dobbs looked good. Like he was trying his best. He just was running out of time and
Oh yeah, against the Broncos.
sorry, yeah. He was just running out of time and a couple bad mistakes, a couple bad fumbles.
Right.
But he was still determined to win that, running down the field, getting hit in the chest and just popping back up like it was nothing. Dobbs is doing very well, but yeah, Vikings should beat the Chicago Bears, even though Chicago put a beating on Detroit. I think a lot of that was Goff just forgetting what team he played for.
Yes.
And allowing them to take opportunities where I honestly think Dobbs will be a lot safer with the ball. And the Bears will remember they're trying to get a higher draft pick. So Minnesota easily.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm with you on that, man. Give me Minnesota as well. All right, y'all. So that was it for our picks and predictions. Where did we go wrong? Where did we went right, y'all? Let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comment section as well. After this is over with, you guys. So we both agree Minnesota's gonna win this game. Let's go with our
Yeah.
locks now. Our Week 12 lock. Um, First of all, do you have the list, TJ?
I have your list right here. Do you want
Did
me to
hold
read them
on?
out for you?
Is Minnesota on my list?
Minnesota. Minnesota. Let's have a look. So Denver, Buffalo, Seattle, Pitt, Baltimore, Rams, New Orleans. I don't think it is Dallas, New England. Why would you go for New England?
Man, they're playing the Commanders, man. And I just felt like they're gonna win that game. No,
Tampa Bay, and then Houston. Houston won you last week.
they
Nice.
they did barely.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
are you going to go Minnesota?
go on Minnesota, man. Give me those Vikings. Go,
Fair enough.
go, go. Vikings over the
Yeah,
Bears.
fair enough. I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, let's get it. Let's get it.
I reckon
You
Baltimore is going to
boy,
go.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. I noticed in the week. I've lost what week it was. Your lock was different from what you thought was going to win.
What was that?
Yeah, I think it was week 8. Hold on, I think you might have chosen. No, it definitely wasn't that. New Orleans. Might be New Orleans. So I've got to find it now. But I was going through it, and you chose a team to win in your picks, and then your lock was the opposing team.
No, I lost it.
Your lock, I think you lost the lock. Yeah,
Oh my
I
God, what
did.
was
I
I
did laugh quite
thinking?
hard.
I gotta know that. I gotta know that game now. I gotta know that
I'll
game.
go
That
in
is
that game.
so
Hold on, I'm just gonna
funny.
find it.
That is funny, y'all.
Was it
Uh,
me?
all right, y'all. So he is going with the Baltimore Ravens for his Week 12 locks. I'm sorry, it's supposed to be Week 12, not Week 11, y'all. Sorry about that.
Week 11.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not week 11. I'm sorry, it's week 12 now. But he's going with the Baltimore Ravens. I am going with the Minnesota Vikings. So hopefully that comes to fruition for us both, you guys. All right, y'all. Any questions you guys want to ask? Now is the time to ask you guys. We're gonna have our closing messages. It is time to wrap things up for this episode 15 of Tuesdays with TJ. Let's get it.
I've got something, and I think it'll be fun, and the chat can play along. So I've got a list of Madden skill players. Can you guess the team from their Madden ratings and only offensive skill players. So
All
I'll
right.
give you their quarterback, wide receivers 1, 2, and 3, tight end, and running back. Do you think you can guess the team from it? So their QB is a 78. Their wide receiver 1 is an 84. Wide receiver 2 is an 82. Wide receiver 3 is an 80. Tight ends is 73. And the running back is an 82. I took this at the beginning of the year, so no injuries or anything like that.
Oh my God. What's the
So
quarterback again? A 78.
78. Wide receiver 1, 84. Wide receiver 2, 82. Wide receiver 3, and 80. Tight ends is 73. And running back is an 82. What team is this?
Oh my
Chat,
gosh.
what do you think?
78. The quarterback's a 78.
And this was Madden's official website, so no,
Dang.
like,
So it ain't okay. Give me give me Washington Commanders.
you're going to go Washington Commanders. I
Yeah.
see Card Craze goes Seattle Seahawks. This is the Denver Broncos.
Oh, they did my boy Russell dirty with a 78, huh?
After last year, they gave him a 78.
Damn. Wow. Gave him a
Yeah.
78. That's so funny. I mean, he deserved it though. Obviously, a horrible year he had. Had a horrible season, man. All right. Uh,
Yeah.
you guys, my closing message for you guys, man. Hey, have a very happy Thanksgiving. Um, it's a lot to be thankful for in life, you guys. And look, just know this: waking up, waking up is something to be thankful for, you guys. Waking up every single day, because there's some folks who just don't wake up. So, waking up and being able to enjoy what we call life, right? To do something productive with yourself. That is the beauty of living life. So be thankful that you have life. Be thankful that God had us waking up one more day, you guys. And yeah, man, happy Thanksgiving. All those F words: family, food, friends, football, fun. We got all that going on, man. So love y'all, man. Be thankful for the life that you have, and let's rock and roll.
Yeah, and I don't celebrate it, but people who do have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Enjoy, hopefully, a nice, pleasant time with your family. No arguments, no punches in the walls. I heard those stories. And Black Friday, I know it gets crazy over there. So stay safe. There's a bit of a funny story. American came to the UK when we have our Black Friday. He was parked out in our shopping centre from 4 a.m. until it opened. It's the only one there.
That sounds like some American stuff for you, boy. We just
Parked up shopping centre
God,
for his Black
dog.
Friday deals, was the only guy who turned up. So
That's so funny, man. And last words, PJ. She said, "Nope, thank y'all for showing love. That's it. Let's eat. I'm hungry too. I am. Let's
Ooh.
eat. I don't know what I'm eating. I'm eating something. Something's getting devoured. Something's getting devoured, y'all. All right. God bless y'all. Have a blessed rest of the night. TJ, get some sleep, my guy. I know that it's late out there in the UK, man. So for the homegirl PJ, and for the big homie, the man of the hour, my guy, TJ Tracy, 2378. Call him TJ, y'all. I'm your host, Carl. Episode of Tuesdays with TJ, episode number 15, you guys. And we'll be back on next Tuesday with episode 16, giving you guys our week 12 breakdown, recap, and our week 13 picks and predictions for this crazy, crazy NFL season. It is almost over with, man. God,
so
dog.
sad.
Let's not think like that, though. Let's not think like that. We still got about 2 months left, y'all. All right, all sports fans, you guys know what time it is, man. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace. Love you, mama. Love you guys as well. All right, have a good night, brother.
Have a great night, everyone.